Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of Americans are frustrated this holiday season. You have to filter in inflation is still here. I was looking at an article this morning, are complaining about how high their utility bills are. You also have people who rent has gone up a lot this year, and people are frustrated and they don't want to spend a lot of money on gifts because financially they just don't have the wiggle room that they had a few years ago to spend more on Christmas gifts. Now, I don't celebrate the holidays. I don't have to worry about stressing myself out running in these stores or even spending online for the holidays. But there are many people that still do these things. So there is still a worker shortage. I was looking at some of these companies that are rumbling about not having enough workers, and it is not a good season for everyone. It is just not. A lot of households are really feeling all of the extra money they have to put out just for living expenses. So I'm going to play this audio for you from the Wall Street Journal.
Stressed out Americans plan to buy fewer Christmas gifts, donate less to charity. Inflation is souring the holiday season, a crucial time when companies, charities, and nonprofits typically collect their biggest haul of the year. By Rachel Wolf and John Hilsenrath. November 20th, 2022, 10:24 a.m. Eastern Time. Households, retailers, and charities nationwide, feeling the pinch of inflation, are bracing for a humbug holiday season. U.S. consumers and businesses have trimmed spending plans for gifts, charitable contributions, and holiday events, data show. The penny pinching threatens to spoil the year end for many, especially firms and nonprofits that tally their largest share of sales and donations in November and December. We're hopeful for a strong giving season, but we're not counting on it, said Thomas Ty, chief executive of Direct Relief, a medical assistance nonprofit that takes in around $2 billion a year in donated medicine, supplies, and cash to deliver help around the world. Opal Holt Phillips' children, ages 5, 9, and 12, will be among those taking the brunt of rising prices. Ms. Holt Phillip has always made sure the children woke on Christmas to piles of presents under the tree, just as she did growing up. Ms. Holt Phillip and her husband, Anthony Phillip, typically save for months and shop early to check off wish lists. In past years, that meant more than 20 small presents per child. Not this time. Rent on the family's two-bedroom Miami apartment rose to $2,600 a month this spring from $1,365 when they arrived in 2020. With the added pressure of trying to save for a house, Ms. Holt Phillip, 33-year-old wellness blogger, said she asked her children to settle on one really good gift apiece. She and her husband agreed to skip gifts for each other this year. It all feels wrong, Ms. Holt Phillip said, but we have to eat. Consumer prices have risen faster than wages this year, and high inflation has proved more persistent than many policymakers expected. The high cost of living has unnerved consumers, despite a strong job.
Okay, let me stop right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, inflation is going to persist through the entire holiday season. Rent is going up in 2023. And a lot of people just say they don't have the extra money this year to spend real big during the holiday season. And, when did you ever see this happen in the past? I mean, really, most people, no matter what, they were willing to struggle through the holiday season and get gifts and just try to enjoy the season, for their children, for family and family gatherings. But it seems like this year, though, I don't know about y'all, but the whole feel of this season is very different. It's very different. And financially, people are not doing the same with all of the inflation. And you hear what people are saying, how the rent is going up, and Joe Biden is steadily, even to this very day, he steadily keeps sending money over to Ukraine, and you have so many people in America in need. I was looking at articles last week, and the food banks in the country are begging for donations. They're saying hardly no one is donating. And the reason why is because people don't have that much to give anymore. Food prices are outrageous in America. And, when prices are down, people could spare some food here and there. But now that folks are spending more money for food, yeah, they're going to be less inclined to give that food away, even to food banks. But a lot of them had to let folks know they had no turkeys. They did not have a lot of goods that they would normally have to give out. And if you pull up food banks, a lot of them are begging the public for donations. So they don't have that much to give out, not this year, you know? And as long as prices continue to go up, which they are, I can see the food banks being probably worse off in 2023 than they are now. But it's the sign of the times. And a lot of this would not happen if you had politicians and a government that would come in and just help the public. But they don't believe in doing that. They don't want to do that. And you see the evictions are going up. They are doing very little to nothing. But all we hear every time you turn around is another several billion going over to Ukraine. I mean, these people don't pay taxes here, they don't live here, but they're being better accommodated than the people that live here and are struggling every single day. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this story. And this is not the only one, there are others very similar to this one about people saying because of the inflation, they are not going to be spending a lot of money this Christmas season. But we shall see, right? Because usually in January, they'll tell you how well they did for the season. We'll see how well they do. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.